Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to look at constructing graphs. So let's get right into it. Example number 1. Here we have a table of data. Each number occurs at a certain amount of frequency. And so we're going to construct a bar graph. So the number here is going to be our x-axis and the frequency is going to be our y-axis. So the max value in our y, we notice that it's 12. And so going from 0 to 12, we can go by a scale of 2, like that. So we're going to have our frequency, our y value here, number, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. So we include our labels for both axes. A title, list of numbers, like that. And so we have 0 at 7, 1 at 4, 2 at 12, 3 at 5, and 4 at 8, like that. And it's that simple. Example number 2. Another bar graph. So we have a letter occurring a certain amount of time each time. So letter is going to be our x-axis. Frequency is going to be our y-axis, like that. We notice that the maximum value here is 40,000, like that. So we know a maximum 40,000. And so the scale we're going to go is by 10,000, because that makes sense. We're not going to go by 2 or 10. We're going to go by 10,000, like that. So here we're going to give it a title, frequency of letters. Frequency here, letters like that, labeled. So we have A, 30,000, B, 20,000, C, 40,000, and D, 35,000, like that. Okay, practice number 1. Construct a bar graph from the given data. So we have days and phone calls. Okay, so what do we have here? We have days of the week, phone calls labeled, phone calls per day, like that. Monday, 30. So we looked at the maximum here. Maximum is 45, so we'll go to about 50, like that. And because we're going from 0 to 50, we'll go by 10, like that. So Monday, 30, Tuesday, 25, Wednesday, 40, Thursday, 45, and Friday, 20, like that. And make sure that all of your bars have the same width. So practice number 2. Construct a line graph from the given data. So here we have candies sold throughout the month, January, February, March, and April, like that. Go ahead and pause the video and do that. Okay, we're back. So what do we have here? So we have month, January, February, March, April, candies sold. We notice that the maximum is 400, so we're going to go from 0 to 400. We're going to go by a scale of 100, like that. So January 3, February 4, March 2, April 3, like that. And then we connect as such. Okay, practice number 3. Construct a line graph from the given data. So here we have high temperatures throughout the week and low temperatures throughout the week. So you're going to create basically a double line graph that has both of these in it. So go ahead and pause the video and do that. Okay, we're back. So we're going to call it temperature of the week, days of the week, labeled, temperature, labeled. Our maximum was 30, like that, and so we'll go from 0 to 30 and we'll go by 5, like that. So we got high, we write down high temperature is going to be the continuous line. Low temperature is going to be the dotted line. So we got Monday 28, Tuesday 29, Wednesday 30, Thursday 25, Friday 20, like that. For the low temperature, 15, 17, 20, 15, 10, like that. Okay, a different kind of graph. We have a survey of 500 people who were asked what their favorite meal was over a choice of 4 options. So here's the data that's given to us. Hot dog 80, sandwich 120, burger 150, pizza 150, like that. So what we're going to do is draw our pie graph. So I'm going to explain to you how we make it to be this size. So first start with a circle. So you draw a circle. And then we say, okay, from the middle to the top, like that. Now hot dogs is going to be a certain percentage of the whole circle. So we notice hot dog is 80 out of 500, so it's 16%. And the degrees for a full circle is 360 degrees. So we're going to go 16% of 360, which gives 57.6. So we start here, we get our protractor out, and then we measure 57.6, and we make a little dot like that. And then we connect the center to the edge like that. So that gives us our hot dog section like that. And I wrote down the angle so that when you're measuring it, make sure this distance to that distance is 57.6 degrees. So now we're going to sandwich. Sandwich was 120 out of 500, which is 24%. So we're going to do 24% of 360, which gives 86 degrees. So now we're going to go from here, we get our protractor out, and we measure 86 degrees till here. We put the little notch, then we draw our line like that, and so there you go, 120 sandwich as such. And I wrote down the angle, 86.4. The distance between here and here, the angle should be 86.4. So now we go on to the next one, burger. Burger is 150 out of 500, which is 30%. So we're doing 30% of 360, which gives 108 degrees. So out of 360 degrees, it's 108 degrees. So we're going from here, grab our protractor out, we measure 108, then we draw our line. There you go, 150 burger. Now pizza is going to be the remaining, but just to make sure, 150 out of 500 is 0.3. 0.3 out of 360 is 108. So we go from here all the way like that with our protractor measuring 108 degrees, and there we have it. And that's it. Let's time for some practice. Okay, practice number 4. 300 students were surveyed about which school subject they liked the most. So we have math, science, art, gym. Number of people, 90, 75, 65, 70. So construct a pie graph from the given data. Go ahead and do that. Okay. So we start with our circle, draw our circle, center to the top like that. So we'll start with math. 90 out of 300 is 0.3. So 0.3 times 360 is 108. So we grab our protractor, we measure the angle to about here. So that's 108 degrees, or like that, 108 degrees. So we draw our line, so we have 90 math, like that. Science, 75 out of 300, 0.25. So 0.25 of 360 is 90 degrees. So from this line, we grab our protractor and we measure out 90 degrees, draw our line. So 75 science, 90 degrees, like that. Art, 65 out of 300, 0.216. So 0.216 out of 360 is 78. So from this line, protractor, we measure 78. Then we draw our line like that, and we write down 65 art. Gym is going to be the rest, but just to make sure, 70 out of 300 is 0.23. 0.23 out of 360 is 84. So we go here, measure our protractor like that, 84 degrees, and then we write down 70 gym, like that. And that's it. It's that easy. I'll see you guys in the next video.